All right, what's going on, guys? I was when I woke up this morning, went and checked Discord, and I saw people were complaining about balance changes. So after a couple of minutes searching, I found where they detailed the balance changes. Tweet by Ninjala JP. Um, the balance changes are going to be going out on the 20th, and they're outlining the adjustment contents. Details will be announced on the official website at a later date. So let's get into this one, and let's see. Skate, sushi, and great gear. So skate, sushi, and great gear. They're gonna increase the damage of the neutral attack and reduce the damage of back attack. I think it's because they're, as I detailed previously, their change to those damage values didn't really do much in regards to drone taking by hammers. So if they reduce the back attack damage more, then it might actually affect the regular drone taking combo that Hammer has been using since the inception of the game, but we'll see. Iron Noise Drum Beat. Reduce physical strength. I'm assuming that means reducing the HP value. I'm assuming physical strength means HP. I'm not quite sure though. Let me just do this to make sure. I would assume physical strength means HP. Yeah. Reduce stamina is reduce HP. And also, they're slowing down the speed of the gum dash, which is really big because one of the biggest things that makes Iron Noise and Drum Beat as strong as it is gum boost impact. So this definitely is a pretty significant change to Sound Hammer. You lose the effective HP because 360 HP is crazy high, highest HP value in the game. So I expect it to be cut probably by I don't expect it to be by too much, probably 10 or 15 health points, but still significant enough that combos that previously wouldn't work on it now would. And again, slowing down the speed of gum dash reduces the effectiveness of gum boost impact, which is something that desperately needs to be done, as gum boost impact is the reason why Iron Noise and Drum Beat are as strong as they are. All right, let's get into the next thing. Okay, more Iron Nose and Drum Beat changes. This is a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna use Deep L here. More Iron Noise Drum Beat changes. Okay. Reduce the damage of normal attacks. Okay, so normal attacks from Drum Beat and Iron Noise, it's as most people know, it's enough to two-shot 300 HP or less weapons. Let me open the data numbers sheet so I can get an exact value. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I know these numbers might be a little bit old, but yeah, it does. Yeah, with big weapon, it does 150 damage a swing. So I think this change will make it so that if you're 300 HP, you're not going to get two-shot by Drum Beat, which I think is a pretty good change. Again, most weapons in Ninjala are 300 HP or less, and I think adding another layer of safety to the 300 HP weapons to not have them get two-shot is very important, especially since Iron Nose and Drum Beat tend to have a favorable matchup into those weapons. Echoing Scream. The sound waves of Echoing Scream now do a small amount of damage, but no damage will be done. What does that mean? That Echoing Scream will now do a small amount of damage, but no damage will be done. So Echoing Scream did do a 4 damage a tick or something very minuscule. Yeah, it did barely any damage. 2 damage the first tick, 4 damage the second, and 2 the third. They might be changing it instead of actual damage, it's gum damage. And if that's the change, then that will counteract the next change, which would be extending the cooldown time to make the weapon more reliant on its passive, which is when normal attacks and... Oh, let me read it for you. Yeah, normal and wide attacks reset special cooldown, so it'll make it more reliant on feedback. And again, shortening the duration of Echoing Scream. I mean, that thing lasted, what, 3 seconds? Yeah, it was a 3-second stun. That's the longest CC in the game, in addition to other CCs. And I know if you've been attacked by Naza, I know you've been caught in a CC lock before. It's not the greatest experience in the world. This will definitely help speed up the pace of the game when Soundhammer is in it, and I do think these changes are justified. If Echoing Scream does do gum damage, then I think it's a very good way to counteract these nerfs. Because again, the idea of Echoing Scream is giving you enough time to get a gum bind out of it. Echoing Scream, gum shot, Echoing Scream to gum shot, or Echoing Scream to Utsusemi Master gum launcher, that kind of thing. What this does do is it reduces the effectiveness of Echoing Scream in teams because it reduces the amount of CC time. In BR, it's like more or less just you have to react faster. This has less effect on experienced Soundhammers and more on the newer ones, but I mean, I think these changes are pretty justified. All right, next is I don't like this. All right, well, more yo-yo class buffs for a reason I'm not quite sure. Increase the damage of the first stage of wide attack. Okay. Following justice, we made the yo-yo leap. Increase damage when pulling the yo-yo back. Increase damage. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to go over this. Yo-yo is already strong. They just made it stronger. I'm not a fan of those of you who know me, I'm not a fan of yo-yos. So I'm not a fan of the buffs last patch of the yo-yos because I felt they were in a fine spot. Now they're just even better than they already are. So I'd expect yo-yos to continue to dominate, and I think they're probably the #1 weapon in the metagame right now. Anyway, Motorhead and DJ Scratch. I don't know much about these weapons, so I can't talk too much about this, but increases the damage of the first stage in normal attack, slightly reduces the damage of the second level in normal attack, increases damage. Okay, so they're counteracting it. They're rebalancing the neutral attack string. More damage to the first hit, less damage to the second. It should amount to basically it should add up to basically the same amount of damage. So it's more or less a zero change. It's just your first strike is going to hit a lot harder. It means that less hits to get to a potential stealing hyena range, so on and so forth. And then just a damage increase to wide attack, such is the way it is. And then last but not least, Gum Dash Impact. Thank God. When Gum Dash Impact is guarded, increase this. Okay, so they're increasing the hit stun when. Oh my God. So your opponent can now act. I believe this means your opponent's going to be able to act first if you hit their guard with Gum Boost Impact, which is really big. Which gives you more benefits for actually being able to block Gum Boost Impact. This is a really big change. It makes it so that if you are caught aware of the Gum Boost Impact, it's coming, you have time to react and get away. Or launch your own counterattack. This is a really good change. I still don't think it, deals with the entire issue of Gum Boost Impact and how it synergizes way too well with Trick Ball and Soundhammer, but I think this is a good place to start. Dragon Lord. Let's see. Increase the speed of the dragon immediately after launching it. Thank you. Increase the homing power. Thank you. Increase the duration of the gum bind. So if you get a gum bind with Dragon Lord, it's no longer a short bind. It is a full bind. These are just all across the board really good dragon buffs that ninjutsu definitely needs it. And yeah, I think this means, it's just a really good change overall to Dragon Lord, and it definitely needs it. So yeah. That's it. So to go over in short, Skate Sushi, great gear. Skate Sushi Great Gear, they're just readjusting the damage values, trying to get more people to use normal attack and decreasing the damage of the back attack, to potentially, cause a change in the regular drone taking combo that hammers normally do. Drum Beat and Iron Noise are getting a handful of changes. Their HP is getting reduced, and their gun boost speed is getting lowered to lower the effectiveness of gun boost impact on that weapon. Echoing Scream is getting changed. The duration of Echoing Scream is going down, and if I am correct, it will also be doing potentially gum damage instead of regular damage. We'll see. And the cooldown time is getting increased, making it more reliant on its special ability feedback. That says normal and wide attacks reset special cooldown. The yo-yo class, more damage is being done to the first hit of wide attack. In addition, recalling the yo-yo does more damage, along with the yo-yo warp also doing more damage. DJ Scratch and Extreme Motor, the first hit of neutral attack is dealing more damage than the second hit of neutral attack. Or the first hit of neutral attack is getting more damage, the second hit of neutral attack is getting less damage, and wide attack is doing more damage. And last but not least, Gun Boost Impact, increasing the amount of hit stun time if your Gun Boost Impact is blocked. And Dragon Lord, getting the speed of the dragon is getting increased, the homing power is getting increased, and the duration of the gun button is getting increased. So overall, in my opinion, pretty good changes. Not too pleased about the yo-yo changes, especially upping the damage of recall, making it easier to get to that stealing hyena range. But I mean, in the case of Spinner, these changes really don't matter all that much. So just extra quality of life to just make that weapon even stronger than it already is. But other than that, I'm a fan of these changes, and I like them a lot. So that being said, that's it for me. Again, these changes will be coming on the 20th of this month, July 2021, and I'm sure the full detail will be going up on the official Ninjala website very soon. So that's it from me, xtienshinhan, and I'll see you on the next one.